Now, I'm just fumbling through the crowd here, and believe it or not, I've come across Raylene, who moments ago was a judge in the Bush Tucker recipe cook-off, I suppose you could say. Tell me about how important it is to raise awareness of Bush Tucker.
Oh, I think it's really, really important, especially in Alice Springs. I mean, look around you, Costa. Look at all the beautiful bush tucker we've got here. You've been tasting it. You've been amazed by it.
I have been.
So, no, I think it's really important. And like I said, I speak to lots and lots of kids. Just last week, actually spoke to around about 200 students in a half-day session, just talking about having a look around what's in their own gardens. What's it is a 5-minute walk. You could find some of these beautiful little berries, and the kids were amazed. I said, I think that to me was a great thing to do. Go out and teach those kids about bush tomato, and even wattle seed, like the wattle seed around here. Like they couldn't believe that we made bread out of the wattle seed. I said, we didn't know we had all this beautiful food in our own community. I said, yep. So it's really important to make a lot of local people aware of our bush foods, because I think I think it's important to teach the young kids. They're really important on carrying this whole story through.
How do you feel when you see the penny drop with kids?
Oh, I love their expression on their faces. They just, first of all, it's like you know, whoa, that bush tomato, whoa, it's like sherbet. Like a really limey, bright flavour. And then they start exploring it. They get it in their mouth and they chew it around. Oh, that's not too bad. You know, and I think, wow, there goes another one. I hope I've got another kid that's been turned.
Tick.
Tick. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, I think it's important we get out to our local schools, really get the kids educated about our bush foods, make it so that the future is that we have our bush tucker in our own pantries. And you really get our bush tucker as a part of our cuisine. Build it up.
You mentioned, and we talked about the importance of season, and that bush tucker comes and goes with the season, and we need to respect that.
We do need to respect that. We don't want to go and over-farm or take everything away. The Indigenous people believe that you've got to leave something there for the next year. They never over-harvest. They might have about a 20-metre area of bush tomato, but they won't harvest it all. They'll only harvest half of it. They'll leave the rest there because that's really important to leave those there to grow again next year, to come back to that spot and they know it's there. So, and you know, we've got to look after our environment. We don't want to be like just seeing rows and rows of food and just digging it all up and then starting again. That's not what it's about. And I think we're learning about our seasons, learning what's available, you know, and then we look forward to it. Isn't it get a bit dull when you can walk in and you say, oh, I'm disappointed because there's no lettuce on the shelf. Yeah. Oh, wow, why don't we go out to the garden and have something else, you know, or go out and try something else. It's not that bad. We've got to get used to it because I think that's where we're going. You know, we're trying to have everything all at once, and it's just not going to work. We can't keep sustaining that for the rest, you know, for our future generations.
The role of chefs in the cafe, chefs in a restaurant, chefs at home. How can chefs be the leaders of change when it comes to the food we eat and how seasons work?
I think by having that public voice, having an opening there, people walking in saying, okay, let's advertise the fact that we've only got bush tomato here for the next 3 months. Let's make the best of it. And what's coming up soon? Let's look forward to what's coming back into season and really push that whole menu around sustainability and what's available and seasonal. You know, I think that's our role really in the future. Let's not try to, you know, pick something exotic. Oh, we need to go to this special, you know, place because they've held this here for that long. But I think, you know, us as chefs and as business owners in the food industry, we are the forefront of it all because every day we have so much contact with the public. So I think it's really important that we push that whole idea of only using what's in season, not over harvesting, and use local product. We could actually, in Alice Springs, isn't that right, that we could feed our own community here. We've got some lovely farms around, and just half of that too could be the bush foods. Eat some more camel. Look, they're taking over the country. Oh, look, I've got camel meat in my freezer, I've got goanna, I've got porcupine, I've got all kinds of things. But I don't have it all the time. It's just there when somebody comes up and says, here, look, we've got this meat here, or we've got this berry here. And then when it's run out, it's run out. And I don't ask a question, they're the experts. they know all about the season, so yeah.
Changing the world, mouthful by mouthful. I like it.
Thanks, Costa. Thank you.